Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, of course, and thank you so much for watching. Today we've got one of my favorite daremies coming out to you guys that I've ever done in my entire life, and that is No Escape Chiron. Now, No Escape Chiron is all about slowing your opponents. This is one of the funnest and coolest, interesting ideas I've ever seen for a daremy. Basically taking the fact that his masterful shot slows for 25%, adding on top of that items that increase his movement speed, but also debuff his opponents. You're going to be able to, let's read some stats for a second so you guys can know exactly what's going to be able to happen. You're going to be able to have an extra 900 health as a hunter in this build. You're going to be able to slow your opponent's movement speed by up to 85%. That's right, almost double. Almost half their movement speed. And then you're going to be able to not only do that, but you're going to be able to slow their attack speed by 65%. So they will not be able to run from you. They will not be able to fight you. 1v1s are your friend once you get to this build. And you're also going to, of course, have Fatalis. You're going to have that movement speed debuff so that you're going to be able to move and juke those basics really quickly. You're going to be one of the hardest gods to catch, but you're going to be able to catch those who think they can get away. This is No Escape Chiron, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to maybe try this on some other hunters as well. If you have any ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. And as I said before, we will be doing a giveaway based on this video. We'll get into it in just a moment, obviously starting with Ninja Tabi, but I do want to let you guys know that because I had so much fun with the giveaway and wanted to give you guys the gems, I saw how much you loved them, and I've given them to the people who won already, and congrats to the winners. That was the meme we started putting out, because after everybody would lose and one person would win, everybody would be like, congrats to the winners, congrats to the winners. I'm gonna kill you, congrats to the winners. So you know, it's pretty funny. So congrats to the winners, and we're gonna be doing another one, this time on Google+. I'll link it down in the comment section below. It's a process of being verified on YouTube. It will help. It's not maybe the only thing that will do it, but it is something that they look at. So I would love to get over 1,000 followers there, just so that we can have any issues with copyright, any issues with infringement. People know exactly which channel belongs to me, and that helps to verify the YouTube and all of my other affiliate channels. So that'd be really great if you guys could support. The sooner we get 1,000 followers, the more gems I'll give away. So if it happens today, I'll give away 4 gems. Again, 4 codes for 800 gems. If it happens tomorrow, I'll give away 3. And if it happens at all within this week, I will give away 2 no matter what. So if we can just do it quickly, then that will be awesome to get the most amount of chances to win. And again, guys, we'll be doing that on Google+. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being a part of this. And let's get into the video. Let's get into the build. I am so excited about this, man. This is pretty ridiculous. No Escape Chiron was, like, honestly a unique. This is a unique game because it's 0-0. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds in, right? So I guess we're all trying to feel each other out. There's a lot of these arena games that I get into that sometimes have this very patient atmosphere to them, and it's important as a character, that as a hunter, even if you feel impatient, that you don't go out of your role. A lot of people I will often see get out of their role, and as you see, a really good #1 training exercise onto the Bologna. A dunk from the Bacchus comes out, hopefully trying to disengage us from chasing after the very low health Bologna. I hit her with a masterful shot, slowing her by 25% and looking to catch up, but no cigar, no luck for me. A nice root by Scylla, but I cleanse him up, as well as the Geb Shield cleanses that. Of course, training exercise, Chiron's #1 cleanses CC, and allows people to kind of get out of it if you throw it underneath. Chiron, that masterful teacher, the great teacher, kind of just like, hey, here you go, buddy. Just get out of that for a second. I know you didn't mean to. I know you didn't mean to get rooted by Scylla. Go ahead and take this, and we'll call it a training exercise, right? He's basically just sticking with the theme of being able that wise teacher is like, hey, you made a mistake. Go ahead, get out of this. #1, very good too. It causes damage. It's pretty much his main wave clear. His #2, masterful shot, slows opponents, and it's pretty much an instant hit ability. All you have to do is hit them with 1 basic attack, and they are basically active to be hit with that. Prodigy Pun gets the kill on the first blood onto expired goat milk, which, hey, I'm actually glad is gone anyway, because no one wants to drink expired milk, let alone expired goat milk. I missed 2 of my big ol' shots there from my Ultimate Centaurus, but I do not worry because I go into the fray of the fight. I cleanse myself with a #1, looking to get out of any type of route, and therefore going ahead and staying in the fight with a little bit of health, 376. Pretty much any big ability could take me out right now. A Scylla Crush could be devastating to me, so I decided to go back to base and make sure I play it safe. I'm going to grab Haste and Fatalis, which is going to give me 30% attack speed, 10% extra movement speed, which with this build, you'll have an extra 20% movement speed. So you're going to be rolling fast. You're going to be getting up on that horsey. You're going to be riding that thing like you were a Keith Sweat song. Is he the guy who says, "Jump on it, my head, Ride my pony. Is that not Keith Sweat? If that's not Keith Sweat, then that didn't work. But if it is Keith Sweat, you're going to be riding around that horse like a Keith Sweat song. And basically, it's going to be really exciting for you to see how fast you're going to be able to move. With your basic attacks, you're going to free yourself up from that movement penalty. And a lot of people maybe don't know what Fatalis is. Basically, it's an ability that just gives you flat attack speed and flat movement speed. But the fact that you're able to get the movement speed debuff, every time you auto attack, you slow down, right? So you just can't like consistently auto attack as Susano takes our stinking speed, tries to pull me in, but I'm not really worried because he's very slow and he's not really thinking about taking on a Chiron with a Fatalis here who's going to be able to easily catch up with him. The thing is, like I said, a lot of people don't realize, you know, when you're boxing an opponent, part of the reason it's easier to box them and have those even fights is because they're both moving slower. If one person has a speed advantage in that boxing match with a Fatalis, it's going to be much harder to hit them because they're going to be able to juke and dodge without the slow penalty. So they're going to be moving much faster and they're going to be able to dodge your attacks much more effectively. As you see, 3 hits from the Centaurs, taking out both the Xbalanque and the Scylla, and she goes down. Our Jobson going down through the long range masterful shot. Now Bellona's in trouble. I've got my #1 training exercise going on to her. Missing one basic, I get the second, and that's a double kill for me. Zarshay goes down. Susano trying to get away, and it looks like Geb, expired goat milk, is going to survive, doing those hops, hopping up and down like he's on a trampoline. Oh, baby, let's get it going. It looks like we're going to be going into our next item here, which is a really good one, Frostbound Hammer. Now, what Frostbound Hammer is going to do, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to give you power, but it's also going to give you health. This is also going to slow your target's attack speed and movement speed by, what is it? I believe it's 15%, and it's going to allow you to basically keep them slowed in your stratosphere, in your atmosphere. That is what Frostbound Hammer is essentially going to do. It is going to essentially slow their movement speed, so you can pretty much catch up with them. I believe, actually, I'm not exactly sure if the attack, I'm mixing things up right now. We'll see in a second when I go ahead and pick it up, but I am very, very sure that the movement speed is slowed, and I believe that is by 30%. I'll have to double check on that number in just a moment. But now Bacchus with a nice belly flop going in, trying to engage onto the team, but it looks like our team's backing off, saying we don't want any of that. Scylla coming in, getting slowed by me, and also letting me get my Fatalis debuff on because I'm hitting my basic attack. Of course, that Fatalis proc doesn't happen unless you actually hit your basic attacks. If you're just shooting into midair and not hitting anyone, you still get the slow. It's on every successful basic attack that you are basically able to go ahead and move freely without that penalty from auto attacking that every god has to experience unless they buy Fatalis. Now, Fatalis is one of those items that anyone can buy, so it does a mage, a hunter, a guardian, warrior. You can all pick up Fatalis. It's not one of those physical damage or magical damage items, so you'll see it if you do an attack speed mage, if you do an attack speed anything, guardian, whatever. So it looks like Frostbound Hammer, movement speed by 15%, and I believe the slow is 30%. I believe that's what it is. No, movement speed by 15%. Yeah, that's what it is. But it's going to give you health as well, and it's going to give you power. It's a really good item. An extra 300 health added on top of that. A really nice training exercise coming out, trying to cleanse some of my teammates, hitting nobody on the enemy team, but it looks like they're very low. My Centaurus is available, so I have those long-range shots, which are going to do a ton of damage and apply basically a proc of masterful shot, allowing me to basically go ahead and keep them slow. The slow is happening. He's putting sprint, but it doesn't matter. Bacchus, he can't get away because there's no escape from Chiron. It doesn't matter if you sprint, baby, because I'm reducing your movement speed with that Frostbound Hammer, and I have no movement speed penalty because of my Fatalis. You're not going anywhere, even if you sprint. Go ahead and get out of there, boy. You came in the in the end of the race still, even though you sprinted. I was doing a race joke because I was trying to say that he sprinted in this racing, but no, screw that. Anyways, guys, it's a pretty dang fun build, man. I gotta say, it's surprising. I think part of the cool thing that's amazing about these builds and the way that it goes is that it's so surprising for people who aren't really used to it. And by the way, for Frostbound Hammer, it is 30% have their attack speed and their movement speed reduced by 30% and attack speed reduced by 15%. So that's what that's going to be doing. And that is just the beginning of the debuffs we're going to be applying. I'm sorry I forgot that number. Again, it's going to add 300 health, and it's also going to add 25 physical power. So you're not going to have a lot of power with this build. Okay, so that's the one thing. You're going to be very easy. You're going to be a very good boxer. You're going to be able to basically just outbox people who don't have a lot of health. You're going to be able to target squishies and stay with them so effectively and use your abilities to slow them, to CC them, to catch up with them, and to basically have training exercise, maybe do a couple of kills. I use my weakening curse on the Susanoo as if I needed it because he can't go anywhere. I hit 1, 2, 3 masterful shots, actually, and it's not enough. It's not the masterful shot, Centaurus. I hit another one. I dash into him. I've got my masterful shot. Does it kill him? No, it doesn't. RAYNz gets the kill on the Hoangvei. Our Zhongqi is dead, and now he's respawning back in our base. A nice blink in by the Susanoo onto the Scylla, but now I'm going after her, and she doesn't see me. 71, 72 damage. Not too much, but I get a consistent amount of damage, and it's gonna hurt her. I've got my masterful shot available now, and the kill isn't there. 127 damage isn't enough. She's probably escaped by the hair of her chinny chin chin, and now the Zhongqi building up some stacks, getting that health back, but the Geb goes in. Is he gonna knock up? Come on, Geb, give me something I can work with. The shield pops onto him, and now I'm almost so low. Susanoo blinking on me. I gotta get out of there, man. Out of the fray, into the woods, into the face of Into the Gray. Do you know that movie? Anybody see In the Gray? Oh my, the Gray. Anybody see the Gray? Okay, all right. The movie with Liam Neeson where he's getting the wolves. I'm not gonna say what happens, but Liam Neeson and wolves. I believe it's called The Gray. He's like that poem. I forgot what that poem was, but you got to watch that. It's pretty insane. Speaking of insane, I had a bumblebee today in my room. I don't understand how that happened. That's the second time in a row I've had a bumblebee on my bed in my room. It's like, is someone in my house like a beekeeper? Like, they're just not telling me? The Susanoo blinking onto me. A nice Geb shield, though. I get hit with the Scylla damage, and that's just too much. Susanoo going after me, and he blinks in and throws his ultimate to get the kill, blinking and dashing out after that. Oh, my goodness gracious. This man has so much mobility. And now the Midgardian male, but it looks like it's all too easy for me. The Aegis has come out prematurely. The Geb takes down Arantis. There's your Belanke, and now I'm going after the Bacchus. I'm trying to hit that fat booty and give me something to talk about in the morning. And oh, baby, the Sanctuary, is it coming out? No, it's not. I'm trying to get him the training exercise from long distance. Takes out Gentle Rain. No rain for you, baby. I'm the Raynday. It's not about your rain. Come on, baby. You know who brings the thunder. Let's go now. It's time for me to go onto the Bologna. She's going over, but Soul trying to get taken out by Susanoo, but he doesn't know I'm here. Hey, bro, remember when you killed me in base? I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that ass. Give me that booty. Give me with a masterful shot. No look behind the back. Whoop, swish, and I go ahead and take him out. Shabalanke here trying to fight, but he can't catch up to me. The Bacchus is around, though. He knows I'm trying to go, and I'm very scared. Bacchus, don't come near me. Don't come near me. But no. Get away from me. You fat man, get away from me. Oh, man. Blah. Lame. All right, so we're going to move into Witchblade here. I got the health, I got the crowd control reduction, the attack speed, and the movement speed. So I'm getting more health here now with Midgardian Male, which gave me 350 health, but it also gave me some really cool abilities here. The Bologna looking like she's in trouble. We'll talk about Midgardian Male and my next items in a second there. Using my abilities to space myself out carefully and obviously go ahead and try and chase down some of these people who are running away at very low health. It's 230 to 234. I accidentally hit my weakening curse instead of my sprint, which is what I wanted, but I placed a training exercise right where Bologna's going to be. She's jumping up into the bludgeon, but she gets bludgeoned herself. Scylla here getting basic attack like nobody's business, and she dashes the wrong way. Let me tell you, baby, that's not where you wanted to go. You get knocked up by the Susanoo, and I'm going after you. Don't hop and skip and tap and jump and slip, because I'm going to take that ass down to Chinatown. Go ahead, Susanoo. You want one more? Well, you can't get it because you can't even chase me, because I've got such ability to basic attack, move slow, and basically deter people from following me up. Now I got the Bologna. I'm activating my Fatalis movement speed debuff. She could basically go ahead and stop me, but look at the consistent damage. That's how it works with this build. You're not going to be bursting people down with basics. You're going to be doing consistent, fast damage that's slowing them and keeping them in place, allowing you to consistently hit your basic attacks. That is how this build is going to work. It's super unique, so ridiculously cool. It is really, really cool and really challenging as well, because it requires you to really stay near your targets and really take on these 1v1 challenges. You're going to love these 1v1s. Go ahead. You're not getting this one today. Actually, I don't care. I just want the Susanoo booty. What do you want, man? You're trying to attack me? You know you can't do it, and now you're still slowed. But now the Bacchus jumps over trying to stun me, and he does. The Scylla misses her root, unfortunately, but now we're still going after them. A really nice ultimate by Geb to stop the engagement, and now Bologna going after me, misses the dunk rally in nowhere, and Bacchus now trying to space me out. I throw training exercise to stop any engagement that might be coming towards me. Bacchus still in the back line, jumping onto the Soul, and now she's trying to get away. The Susanoo ultimate comes out, knocks her out. Geb, can he save her? No, but he knocks him up in turn. Cecilia tries to get the root, an aggressive dash. That could be the end for her, because she's got nowhere else to go. I'm a monster left, forcing her the only option she has, but they get an easy training exercise, and expired goat melt finishes the kill on R. Jobson there. A very aggressive, dangerous play, and it didn't pay off her her way. It didn't go her way, unfortunately. Now let's talk about Midgardian Male. What does that do? Guardian Mail, an item you don't see me pick up a lot in my videos. You probably don't see a lot in game. What it does is it gives you health. It gives you 350 health. It gives you, I believe, 30 physical defense. And then it also gives you the ability to slow opponents when they hit you, okay, by 30%. Attack speed by 30%. Movement speed by 30%. Really nice ultimate by the guy. But look at this Jabalanque. Look how slow he is. He can't even fight. He wants to run away. There's nothing he can do. He's slowed by 30% just by Midgardian Mail. And it looks like the Bologna jumps down, rallies on to my training exercise. Go ahead, little girl. Let me show you what I do as Chiron. And now I'm running after them, looking to back up, get myself in a better position. I'm close to the base, so why not just heal up and then go back into the fray? Again, Midgardian Mail adding on top of the 30% attack speed and 15% movement speed slow that's going to be taking place with Frostbound. I use my number 2. I cannot catch him, but I want this Jabalanque. And look at the distance travel training exercise. No, baby, you can't juke that one out. I hit it with a hole-in-one, and I take him out. And now it looks like Susanoo and Scylla trying to fight, still not doing a ton of damage, but it's consistent damage, slowing them and keeping them in place. So Midgardian Mail, like I was saying, guys, allows you to basically have the opponent not only increase yourself and basically with your basic attacks, be increasing your movement speed and decreasing theirs by 30%, but you're also going to have Midgardian Mail, when they hit you, decrease their movement speed by 30%, which is going to mean it's a total of 60% movement speed. Now, it's a 30% chance to do that, so it may not happen, but that's a very strong chance. It's 1 out of every 3, essentially, so it's a very strong chance to slow them, and their attack speed is going to be slowed as well. That's where Witchblade comes into play, which I'm going to be picking up here. Witchblade, it reduces attack speed by 15% of 55 units, I believe. Let's see. Let's make sure that it's Witchblade. Maybe 20%. No, I believe it's about 15% with Witchblade. So what you're going to be doing is looking to basically decrease attack speed by 15% because of Frostbound. You're going to be reducing attack speed by 30% because of Midgardian Mail. You're going to be reducing your attack speed by 15% because of Witchblade. You're going to be a 60% attack speed reduction, a 60% movement speed reduction. Actually, with Witchblade, it's really, really interesting because with Chiron's, now here's the thing. You're like, okay, movement speed 60%, attack speed 60% slowed. But with Chiron's ability as number 2, his masterful shot, it slows other targets by 25% who get hit with that. Remember that little kind of easy to aim, just basically you have no aiming involved. You just hit him with the basic attack, then you press 2. As the engagement comes out, that's going to slow by 25%. So it's essentially an 85% slow. Scylla, where you going, baby? There's nowhere to go. She must feel so slow. I know where she's going. I'm coming for that booty. It's me and Scylla. Oh, it's Jabalanque's here, but he's slow by the Midgardian Mail. You want it? I'll take you 2v1, baby. Training exercise. Where you going? You gotta run, don't you? You gotta run, don't you? But it don't matter because I'm coming after you. There is no escape. Scylla with the basic attack slows herself, and it's not enough. She roots me, but I need to get the kill. Centaurus popping up and taking it down. Oh, Bologna's here. Is she gonna miss the bludgeon? She does. I'm near her, though. I've got my training exercise, and I'm getting out of the dang house because I just stole everything, and I got away scotch-free. Oh, my goodness. Tyler 1, dude. I've been watching Tyler 1. I just can't even believe it, man. How that guy is how he is, man. I mean, forget it because people like what he's doing, even though it's like technically very toxic. Whatever it is, he's making his viewers happy, even though I don't think it's good for, I wouldn't appreciate that in Smite. I would appreciate that. I appreciate that he's making his viewers happy, but man, that dude is just, you know, musclehead, man, and just, you know, so into it. I think that's part of the reason why he's entertaining. So anyways, I'm very entertained by that. I actually watched a video of his this morning, and I was laughing because he just says the funniest stuff, man. He's just so alpha male. You know what I mean? It's like very funny. It's very funny to me because I'm typically not like that. But, you know, every now and then you got to go ahead and give yourself props, man. That was a sick double kill there. The score is outrageous, 10-2 and 7. This is no escape Chiron, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and try this thing out. You are going to have a ton of fun. It's going to be an interesting game. I will tell you that for sure. And now it looks like Susanoo trying to get away, but you know there is no escape. The Bologna coming in now. The Bacchus trying to go ahead and take care of something on the right-hand side, but I'm just making sure that we get our minions taken care of. A lot of times I was mentioning to you guys earlier some arena like ideas, some strategies, and now the Bologna looking like she's going there, but Try Hard Player says, no, Zarshai, get yourself back out of there, and it looks like we're going to be taking the win on this game unless something crazy can happen. The knockup happens onto Susanoo, onto me, actually. And now the Scylla, oh, she's used it, and there's nowhere to go. I know she's got the damage, but I really got to get away. I could go ahead and basic attack her, knowing her entire kit is down, but she may have I'm a monster, and I don't want to mess with that. She might have just used it as well. I just wasn't thinking. I tried to get the kill onto her, but it was a really, really bad play because the Bacchus was still back line. And part of the reason why, you know, his team is dying is because he's so back line. But again, that's why he killed me. So, you know, hey, different strokes for different folks. It's 7-1 to 40. I'm 10-3 and 8. We still got to have the win, right? I mean, come on, we can't be losing this game. This is no escape Chiron. I can't put out a loss. Come on now. We got to, I mean, you know, we can put out losses, but we really need to have very good games in these dare me's so that, you know, you guys get as hype as possible, because without getting hype, what is life? What is life without hype? Let's go. Come on now. We got 62 to 29. Make that 57 to 29. The last minions coming through. Again, pushing those minions, making it so important for me to stay pressed and allow me to rotate to my team without worrying about minions getting into our base, which will basically do us more harm than anyone else, than anything else, as a result of, you know, obviously losing the ticks there. The Bologna gets hit, absorbs a couple of the basic attacks, but really good place by the Bacchus, who's in the back line again, basically going ahead and creating this huge middle place where we can basically fight. Bacchus is so back line, it's absolutely ridiculous, but Scylla Alma Monster catches me with the damage. The Susanoo's ult hits me as well, but I've got 3,000 health essentially, and it's only half my health. Unbelievable what this build will do. Of course, the physical protections, I believe about 70 in this build, are going to help me survive against the physical damage dealers as well. Again, clearing the minions so that I can go ahead and help rotate to my team. Susanoo trying to chase after me, but I know nobody wants to stay and fight a no-escape Chiron. Nobody wants that because they know they will not be able to escape if they really engage in a fight with me. They're going to try and have to pick me off because they can't take me down enough. The Xbalanque gets out of there right away. He's like, get me out of here, man. I'm sorry. You know, you could keep shooting the minions. I will back off. No worries. I'm just messing with RAYNz. I think he was somebody. He's just somebody who actually watches the channel, I think. So anyways, just all love, man. All love. Thank you guys. If I'm playing against you, thank you so much for being a part of the entertainment, for the fans and for the viewers. I really appreciate that. Bacchus jumping in now. It's 29 to 29. 29 to 9. It's very, very close. It looks like Bacchus gets knocked up. Really nice play. The combo with the Chiron going in with the Centaurus takes out Zarche. It's 29 to 4. There's only so much we could do, but we only need one more kill because they're all close to base. The Scylla's got to be dead. I'm chasing after her, but the Aegis is strong. I have my 3 available to dash after somebody. The Bacchus juking really well. The Xbalanque is here, and the Susanoo, of course, is going to get out of the way. Oh my god, there's so many low health targets, but they're close to their base, and now I could go down. I use my dash aggressively. Oh no, it's 12 to 3. I'm trying to basically juke out, but Prodigy Bun takes me down. It's 7 to 2. We got to get the kill. Jean-Qui's almost dead. No, we cannot lose this game. 6 to 2. It cannot be the fact that we die. Susanoo, get that ass. Savenya Wavichaba Simimbo Himma Savenya no escape Chiron. No escape Chiron. Woo, baby. Oh man. Yo, Daddy Raynday needs a break. Daddy Raynday needs a break, guys. I'm sorry about that. What a game. What a fun experience. GG, well played to everybody involved, guys. What a cool game. And what a cool build. I'm so impressed with the dare me's that I'm being sent via Twitter. This one goes out to Trent F, who sent me so many. And actually, Trent, I'm probably going to be doing a couple others of your dares as well. So if you guys want to send me dares, really what I love to see are thematically interesting things like No Escape Chiron, right? That's a thematically very interesting thing. But not only that, the build is so unique and it has so many elements, right? It goes with the theme. Not only are you increasing your attack speed, but you're increasing your utility. You're increasing your movement speed by 20 to 30%, right? You're increasing actually 20 to 60% if Witchblade procs. You actually have increased movement speed by 60% if you get slowed. You're increasing your physical protections. You're increasing the slows and you're reducing people's attack speed. You're reducing people's movement speed on 2 items, and it's so synergistic. It's so much fun. Gentle Rain says, "How did that build work?" And you know what? How's that even possible? Who's Gentle Rain? Oh, Bacchus. He's telling him, you know, it's unique. I wish I could have boxed Xbalanque more because really the boxing potential I think in this build is really strong. Because it's going to be so hard for, you know, even a Xbalanque to basically be able to get away from you, and the slows are going to make him such an easy target, even though you're hitting for such a little amount, because he's not going to have a lot of defenses, because he's going to not have a huge health pool. You're going to be able to outlast him and eventually put him into a place where he feels like, wow, I don't think I can win this anymore. I got to retreat, and then he's basically SOL because he cannot retreat. You can always chase any person you're boxing because your dash is pretty much the longest dash in the game. I think next to Vimana's, and you also have just the ability to go ahead and slow them consistently and stay with them with Fatalis. So there's almost, I mean, if you play your boxing right, you're going to have so much fun with this build. Anyways, thank you so much for all involved, our Jobson, Erantis, all of you guys, Gentle Rain, who are a part of the team. This was a solo queue. Again, guys, don't worry about solo queuing. I actually solo queue quite often to make sure I'm still staying connected to what it's like to solo queue, because there are a lot of issues and things that happen, a lot of things people feel, a lot of things people like and don't like about it, but I sometimes really do enjoy solo queuing, and I think it's interesting and always a good process to try and work with new people in a way you don't know and work on your communication that way. It may be easy to communicate with a friend, but what about when you meet someone new? How do you really know that you're a good communicator and that you've learned, you've grown? Solo queue is a great way to check that out sometimes. I do it all the time. You guys definitely might want to check that out. And again, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you want to see a video, if you want to see a dare, if you want to see a god, comment down in the comment section below. And if you have any dares for next episode, go ahead and comment those in the comment section below as well. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, go ahead and follow me on Google+. The link is in the description below. And of course, guys, if it happens today, we'll be giving away 4 codes. If it happens tomorrow, we'll be giving away 3. And if it happens at all this week, we'll be giving away 2. So either way, hopefully you guys should be given something. All you got to do is just go ahead and follow me on Google+ and make sure that you do your part and making sure that this giveaway does take place, because it was so much fun seeing you guys get those gems. Congrats to the winners. And of course, guys, as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll also probably have shaved, by the way.